Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the International Meteorological News Bulletin. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States is currently experiencing one of the most powerful and dangerous windstorm events of this winter season, with impacts stretching from the west coast to the east coast, directly affecting transportation, daily life, power systems, infrastructure, and the safety of tens of millions of people. According to the latest assessments from meteorological agencies, the intensity of this weather system is significantly stronger than initially forecast, and many areas are facing serious risks over the next 24 to 48 hours. First, in the Pacific Northwest, where the system initially intensified, observation stations have recorded extremely rare and extreme wind gusts. At Coldwater Ridge in Washington state, wind gusts have reached up to 142 miles per hour, equivalent to the strength of a major Category 4 to 5 hurricane. At Mount Hood in Oregon, gusts have reached 138 miles per hour, while many other mountain peaks in Washington and Oregon have recorded winds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Although these are gusts rather than sustained winds, their strength is still sufficient to uproot large trees, destroy power lines, cause severe structural damage, and pose life-threatening dangers if people do not take shelter in time. After impacting the Pacific Northwest, the core of the windstorm has continued to move rapidly eastward and is now directly affecting states across the Central Plains and the Upper Midwest. Throughout today and into tonight, numerous high-level wind warnings have been issued, covering states such as Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska, and parts of Colorado. Many of these areas are also under blizzard warnings, as very strong winds combine with moderate to heavy snowfall, creating blizzard conditions with near-zero visibility. Ladies and gentlemen, blizzards accompanied by strong winds are among the most dangerous winter weather phenomena, not only because they cause severe traffic accidents, but also because they can leave people stranded on roads in extreme cold and wind-chill conditions, directly threatening lives. Authorities have advised residents to avoid travel unless absolutely necessary and to prepare food, drinking water, backup batteries, and heating equipment in case of prolonged power outages. Regarding the power situation, as of the latest update, more than 330,000 households across the United States are without electricity. Colorado is among the states seeing a rapid increase in outages, as strong winds knock down trees and power poles. Experts warn that as the storm system continues moving eastward, the number of power outages may rise significantly, especially in densely populated areas across the Midwest, the Great Lakes region, and the northeastern United States. Meanwhile, the southern United States is facing a different set of hazards. In Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and southern Arkansas, widespread dense fog has developed, severely reducing visibility during early morning and nighttime hours and causing difficulties for both road and air transportation. Farther southeast, areas including the Florida Panhandle, Alabama, and the coastal regions of North Carolina and South Carolina are being closely monitored due to the risk of strong thunderstorms and rapidly forming small tornadoes, known as tornado spin-ups, in an environment of very strong wind shear as warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico collides with advancing cold air. Alongside strong winds and blizzard conditions, heavy rainfall and flooding risks remain a major concern in the Pacific Northwest. A new atmospheric river is making landfall in the region, bringing very large amounts of rain. Within a 24-hour period, many areas are expected to receive between 3 and more than 4 inches of rainfall, causing river and stream levels to rise rapidly. According to warnings, river flooding may persist at least through Saturday, particularly in low-lying areas and near river basins. Residents in high-risk areas are advised to prepare evacuation plans and closely follow updates from local authorities. Notably, this is not just a single storm, but a very large-scale weather system, spanning from coast to coast. Today, strong winds of 50 to 80 miles per hour continue to batter the Central Plains and Upper Midwest, while higher elevation areas in South Dakota and Colorado may experience gusts reaching 100 to 110 miles per hour. Experts note that while forecast models sometimes exaggerate peak wind speeds, based on the history and real-time evolution of this system, The potential for gusts exceeding 100 miles per hour is well supported. By tomorrow, as the low-pressure center continues to intensify and move northeastward, the zone of strong winds will expand into the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes region, the Appalachian Mountains, and the entire northeastern United States. Many locations may experience wind gusts between 50 and 70 miles per hour, sufficient to cause property damage, fallen trees, roof damage, and disruptions to air travel. In higher elevation areas of the Appalachians and New England, winds may be even stronger due to terrain effects. At the same time, cold air from Canada is plunging deep southward, causing temperatures to drop sharply across wide areas. Overnight and during early morning hours, many locations in the Dakotas, Minnesota, and the Midwest are recording deeply sub-freezing temperatures, and when combined with strong winds, wind chill values may fall to between -20 and -30 degrees Celsius, or even lower in some areas. These conditions can cause frostbite in a very short period if people are exposed outdoors without proper protection. In the Great Lakes region and the northeastern United States, as cold air flows over relatively warm lake waters, lake-effect snow is expected to develop, potentially producing heavy localized snowfall and further worsening already difficult travel conditions caused by strong winds. Looking ahead to the coming days, meteorologists continue to issue concerning warnings for the period just before and after Christmas. A new storm system with very low central pressure, around 982 to 980 millibars, is forecast to make landfall along the U.S. West Coast, particularly impacting California, Oregon, and Washington. This system is being assessed as one of the strongest storms of the season, capable of bringing extremely heavy rainfall, very strong winds, and massive snowfall in mountainous regions, with total snow accumulations potentially reaching 5 to 10 feet in some high-elevation areas. Forecast agencies indicate that atmospheric river activity will continue, increasing the risk of severe flooding, landslides, and avalanches, especially in California, where soils are already saturated following multiple previous rain events. Weather risk levels are classified from high to very high across much of the West Coast, with mountainous areas of Washington and California considered the most dangerous. For holiday travel, this represents an extremely unfavorable scenario. Millions of Americans are preparing to travel by car, train, and airplane to reunite with family, while extreme weather is simultaneously affecting many major transportation corridors. Experts advise travelers to closely monitor forecast updates, consider adjusting travel plans, and always prepare backup options in case of disruptions. Ladies and gentlemen, the overall weather picture highlights a continuous sequence of extreme events, from windstorms and blizzards to flooding rains and severe cold, simultaneously impacting multiple regions of the United States. This serves as a strong reminder of the power and complexity of the atmospheric system, as well as the importance of proactive preparedness and strict adherence to safety advisories. We will continue to provide the latest updates in upcoming bulletins. We urge everyone to place safety first, limit travel when not necessary, and closely follow warnings from meteorological agencies and local authorities. Thank you for your attention. We wish you a peaceful and safe day amid these complex and dangerous weather conditions.